Agnostic opinion, folks. Actually, atheist. After all this time, and still, or agnostic. But my friends of faith, how can we put up with, how can we tolerate, why do we enable childishness, enunciation helps if you do open your mouth more to speak. Just a note to some other friends too. But this is insidious. This is not healthy. It is not healthy that our society funds through tax dollars, through taxable means, the education of our future generations with what we know is untruths. This is destroying the nation. Folks that think the earth is young are going to be in serious mental distress trying to figure out the world around them. You think about it. You're raised and all of a sudden you go out in a real world and realize half of what you've been told is flat wrong. That the people around you, almost none of them believe as you do. You either clam up and be quiet, you go back in the closet like us atheists have been most of our lives, and you pussyfoot around these things and you ignore it, and you sit in the pew and you listen to this hateful man spewing things. So this is a pumpkin video. If you're afraid of pumpkins, be afraid of me. I suppose. Anyway, this is a quick one. Let's stop tolerating ignorance. It's a bad example for our children. It's a terrible example for our children. If you walk by a preacher spouting hate and have to explain to your child why that person is on the street even, that's a tough one. And the kid probably doesn't care. But this religious war, but it's not a war. I'm not at war with anything. Nobody around me is at war with anything except for the people with some really, really misguided beliefs. Children that have been raised around just hate, just hatred of things. But they've picked a group to hate, and they've stuck with that group. And they haven't looked for anything else to be worried about because that group's causing all the problems. Or I got it wrong. But this blind faith, this adult ignorance being taught to our future, we have whole states that are decades behind where they should be in any level of education. Whole states, majorities in states across America. But it's, this many states. It's hidden in some other states. It's as pernicious and evil and self-centered and... Gotta stop. Peace out, folks. Love. This is a follow-up to measurements. When you can measure something, you can judge how true it is to what it's supposed to be. Quit enabling.